भारतीय रिजर्व बैंक यानी आरबीआई ने ब्याज दरों में आगे और कटौती के संकेत देते हुए गुरुवार को कहा है कि कोविड-19 महामारी से अर्थव्यवस्था को बचाने के लिए किए गए उपायों को जल्द नहीं हटाया जाएगा। आरबीआई गवर्नर शक्तिकांत दास ने एक कार्यक्रम में कहा कि चाहे दर में कटौती हो या फिर अन्य नीतिगत कदम, हमारे तरकश के तीर अभी खत्म नहीं हुए हैं। उन्होंने कहा कि कुल मिलाकर बैंकिंग क्षेत्र लगातार मजबूत और स्थिर बना हुआ है और सार्वजनिक क्षेत्र के बैंकों का एकीकरण सही दिशा में एक कदम है। आरबीआई गवर्नर ने कहा कि बैंकों का आकार जरूरी है, लेकिन दक्षता इससे भी महत्वपूर्ण है। बैंक तनाव का सामना करेंगे, ये जाहिर सी बात है, लेकिन अधिक महत्वपूर्ण ये है कि बैंक चुनौतियों के सक्षम किस तरह से प्रतिक्रिया देते हैं और उसका सामना करते हैं।
MDs and CEOs of banks who are participating in this conclave, and I would like to thank at the outset Business Standard for inviting me to be here. And I have been watching very carefully the proceedings, not live, but subsequently. I have been keeping track of the proceedings of this conclave, of this event which you have arranged over the last fortnight or so. So my congratulations to Business Standard. And when Tamal spoke to me and invited me, obviously it was not possible for me to say no. And Shyamalji, you will agree that, and you will remember that I had earlier agreed to participate in a similar event, but because of the interruption of the pandemic, that event could not take place. And but anyway, I'm extremely happy to be here. And since the today's session is devoted to banking, I would confine my address primarily to the area of banking. The COVID-19 pandemic still continues to keep the world on the edge. The pandemic has so far infected more than 2-3 crore people and has claimed more than 8 lakh lives worldwide. The world is struggling to find a vaccine or a cure to the deadly virus. In India also, the spread of pandemic continues unabated, though the fatality rate is much lower. As the pandemic ravages on, the economic impact is hard to measure. While there are green shoots and some businesses are getting back to pre-pandemic levels, the uncertainty over the length and intensity of the pandemic and its impact on the economy continue to cause concern. In the wake of the pandemic, RBI has stepped forward and has so far announced various liquidity, monetary, regulatory and supervisory measures in the form of interest rate cuts, higher durable liquidity, moratorium on debt servicing, asset classification, standstill, and very recently a special resolution window within our prudential framework for resolution of stressed assets. The framework for resolution of COVID-related stressed assets is a well thought out decision taken in consultation with various stakeholders and is aimed at striking a balance between protecting the interest of depositors and maintaining financial stability on the one hand, and preserving economic value of viable businesses by providing durable relief to businesses as well as individuals affected by COVID pandemic on the other hand. We expect efficient and diligent implementation of the resolution plans by the banks, keeping the above objectives in mind. While the moratorium on loans was a temporary solution in the context of the lockdown, the resolution framework is expected to give a durable relief to borrowers facing COVID-related stress. RBI's response to the situation arising out of COVID has been unprecedented. The measures taken by RBI are intended to deal with the specific situation of COVID and cannot obviously be permanent. Post-containment of COVID, I repeat, lest I am misunderstood, I repeat, post-containment of COVID, a very careful trajectory needs to be followed for orderly unwinding of the various counter-cyclical measures taken by the RBI, and the financial sector should return to normal functioning without relying on regulatory relaxations and other measures as the new norm. Now, I would like to very clearly say it's not as if we are going to unwind all the measures which we have announced. All that I am trying to highlight is that we are very carefully monitoring the situation, and post-containment, after the pandemic has been controlled, and when we enter the pre-pandemic, post-pandemic phase, then only there has to be a very calibrated, non-disruptive and cautious exit plan, introduced. I am highlighting this point just to emphasize that RBI has taken or is taking a long-term view of things and not just thinking about tomorrow. We do think about today, we do think about tomorrow, we do think about day after, we also think about 1 year ahead or 2 years ahead, what next. So therefore, it's a comprehensive view that we are taking, and by no stretch it should be assumed that RBI is going to unwind any of the measures in the near future. In my address today, as I said, I would like to dwell upon the following theme. It is time for banks to look deeply within, and the focus will be on reorienting banking post-COVID. Just like boosting immunity of the population is the key to tackle the pandemic, the key to long-term financial stability would be to foster tangible improvement in the inherent ability of the banks to withstand exogenous shocks like the current pandemic. As I have stated elsewhere, the causes of weak banks can usually be traced to one or more of the following conditions: an inappropriate business model given the business environment, quality or lack of governance and decision making, misalignment of internal incentive structures with external stakeholder interests or shareholder interests, and similar other factors. Accordingly, the core of resilient banks is made up of good governance, effective risk management, and robust internal controls. And I am quite, I'm quite pleased to state that the overall, the Indian banking sector continues to be sound, continues to be stable. I am highlighting these points because these are the areas which need greater attention. I am highlighting these points not because they are absent or anything like that. I am highlighting on these points because they need greater attention, and as everyone would agree, there is always a room for improvement. In recent years, the business landscape of banks
Report ABI